Ladies and gentlemen, on our next event here, we're going to do some satellite work. We got Mike here. Mike's going to set up his ARRL 2 and his 705 to do some satellite contacts on the ISS. They're passing over any minute now.
Mike, Echo Mike 90.
All right, so Mike is...
Kilo 4 November Alpha Victor.
There we go. That's an ISS pass.
Kilo 4 November, Kilo
Mike
Golf
Victor.
2, Mike, Echo Mike 90.
Kilo Golf Mike, Kilo 4 November Alpha Victor. QSL.
Kilo 4 November Alpha Victor, this is Kilo Golf 2, Echo Mike, Echo Mike 90.
K4M. Kilo Bravo 4 Foxtrot Lima, Echo Lima 87.
Kilo Bravo 4, Echo Foxtrot
today.
Lima, this is Kilo Golf 2,
Mike is
Echo Mike
contacting
90.
a lot of people already. The audio's coming through good.
And FM 04 field day. Kilo 4 Mike November, FM 0.
Kilo 4, Mike November, Kilo Golf 2, Mike, Echo Mike 90, field day.
Field day.
Kilo Golf 2, Mike, Echo Mike 90, field day. Kilo Golf 2, Mike, Echo Mike 90, field day.
Whiskey 4 Lima X-ray field day. Quebec.
Whiskey 4, Lima X-ray, Kilo Golf 2, Mike, Echo Mike 90.
X-ray field day.
Whiskey 4, Lima X-ray, Kilo Golf 2, Mike, Echo Mike 90.
P4 Lima X-ray field day.
Whiskey 4, Lima X-ray, Kilo Golf 2, Mike, Echo Mike 90. Let's call it CQ.
Ask him if he calls CQ on a repeater.
Kilo Golf 2, Mike, Echo Mike 90, field day. K4 station again, K4. The K4 station again, K4. NRD station, NRD, come back again for Kilo Golf 2, Mike.
1JY, Fox Mike 05.
Only have 5 watts.
That's good.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're at 10. Sorry, loser.
By the way,
I think that's all I got.
an
That's
inhale.
all I got.
that's it?
Yeah.
All right, good.
I mean, I still hear it, but.
Hey everybody, I'm Mike, KO4 PDI, the Ham Fun Guy, and we are here with
Jake Barth, Whiskey 9, Juliet Whiskey Bravo.
Whiskey 9, Juliet Whiskey Bravo, and he's been busy. It's field day, winter field day here in Duval County, and I came up here to check this out, and look what we found. This little baby right here, can we slide that over?
Sure.
This little Go Box, give James Lee and Shaq in a Box a run for their money. But it's a nice little Go Box he built by himself, and I'm going to have him tell us all about it. So why don't you tell us what we got here?
Sure. So main guts of it are a Yaesu FT891 is the heart of it. Inside there with the 891, we've got a 20 amp hour lithium battery in there. We also got a USB power box for your cell phone, charging your handheld, your HT, anything like that. We got a battery monitor on there, check your voltage and whatnot. We got a little LED light up top for working your night operations, and then a quick cheat guide for all your bands, your Q codes, and your Morse codes there as well.
Very nice. So what made you want to build this?
So I really, I kind of got in the ham radio a little bit for the the emergency communication side of it. Also, I'm electronics technician for the Navy, so I'm already into the electronic side and the radios.
Navy man, good guy.
So a little bit into that, and then now the POTA thing. I really enjoy going out and doing POTA, which this is absolutely fantastic for. I'm getting out there. I can just open the box, plug in my coax cable, turn the radio on, and I'm ready to go. I don't need to do any extra setup, which has been really great. But really, the emergency communication side of it, being able to have a box that if something ever happens, I can just grab that box and go. And I know that I won't need a backpack.
What I like about it, it's small and it's light. And how many amp hour battery you got in here?
20 amp hours. So it should run this radio, I believe, about 12 to 14 hours.
Yeah, you're never going to run out of juice. And if you put a solar panel on it, forget it. You'd be like all set. But yeah, it's a great little setup. I love the way he got this plate for the top and customized it. He's got a little fan in here. He's got a speaker built into the plate. The mic cable from the 891 comes up here, and he plugs right in here, which is nice. It's a very simple, nice setup. And the best part is there's nothing you have to do to it. This goes down, and you close the top, and you're done.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you just take this, fold this down. If you want to stand up, if you're standing up, you can twist it up if you need to, but folds right down, and you can.
All right, so what's the point of all the switches? You got 1, 2, 3, 4 switches on here.
So each switch
one is the
fused.
light. We saw that.
Yep. So we have first switch is the radio itself. The second switch we have is for our USB power panel here. The third switch over is going to be our fans, and the last switch is going to turn on our light, as well as just the screen for the battery monitor.
Very nice.
And each one of those are individually fused. And the biggest reason, the USB power probably doesn't need a switch, but I don't want there to be any excess draw on the battery while it's sitting.
Right.
If I don't use it for a few weeks, I don't want it to slowly draw down the battery and take up power.
Well, that's really nice. It's a great little setup. So when are you going to start manufacturing these and selling them at Gigaparts?
I am making another one here. I'm going to make one and probably try to sell that one and see how it does. If there's any interest in it, I'll probably go ahead and make a couple more. But I'll just gauge interest and see if people want them.
It's a great little box. It's simple and to the point. And the best part is, like you said, all you got to do is hook up your coax to your antenna, and you're done.
Yes, sir.
There's no tuner or anything in here, right?
There is not a tuner. I typically use it with just an end-fed antenna, multi-band end-fed. So I'm actually able to fit my 49-to-1, and then I keep 2 spools of like 1.5 millimeter line, 125 feet each, to throw it up in trees.
Okay.
To hang your end-fed. And with that, I'm able to tune 40, 20, 15, and 10 without a tuner at all. So
yeah, I use the PAC 10 end-fed, and I can do that. 40, 20, 15, and 10, but I also have a MAT 2 tuner on my 705.
Okay.
That I can then tune that. Now this is 100 watts. Mine is only 10 watts when I hook up a battery. But still, they come in very handy. They're perfect. They're quick setup. You want to go out and do a POTA, you get out there, you do your POTA, and you get out.
Absolutely.
The other thing I do, I have an 891 in my car permanent, and sometimes I'll just do POTA from there.
Yep.
And I hit 6 parks in one day at one time. There's actually an award for that on POTA.
Really?
It's called the Warthog Award.
Okay.
And if you get more than 6 parks, or you get 6 parks in one day.
So you drove around and activated it?
And the best part is, and for all you guys that like to do POTA, if you tell people you're doing multiple parks and you're going to stay on that frequency, they will follow you. In my case, maybe 10 minutes between parks, because within 30 miles of my house, I got like 10 state parks.
It's easy to get to.
So I can hit 6 parks pretty easily. The actual loop that I did is 34 miles.
Okay, that's not even that bad.
No. And I hit it, and I get 10 contacts, and I tell them, I'll be back here, give me 10 minutes, I'll be at another park. I do Matanzas Forest, Favor Dykes, Matanzas Woods, Matanzas Monument, Moses Creek, Princess Place, and Washington Oaks.
That's awesome.
All in one day.
That's awesome.
And it's a 34-mile loop that I do, and it's a lot of fun, man. I love doing radio, and the best part is when you tell the people this is what you're doing, they will follow you. I'll get the same person in all 6 parks.
That's awesome.
It's really nice. So it's a great, good luck with it, man. And get out there and do some part. How come it's not on? Why are you not activating?
We got a lot of radios on around here, you know? We're going to get out tomorrow.
And your first name again was?
Jacob.
Mike, pleasure to meet you. You take care, and look for this on the channel soon.
I will. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody. We'll be back with some more stuff from Winter Field Day up in Duval County. All right, we're sitting here in the Duval County Aries trailer, and Mike here Mike, what's your call sign again?
Kilo Golf 2 Mike. That's KG2MM.
Why don't you tell us what you're doing?
What I'm doing now is just setting up for Field Day 2025, Winter Field Day that is, 2025. We brought out the Aries trailer to, just show our capabilities to go portable and off-grid if needed. We were deployed to a county in, I think it was Gadsden County, where all the communications were down, and we were able to be self-sufficient and provide emergency communications there for a couple of days until they was able to get some communications back up,
Nice.
and we were released after that.
Yeah, well, I love Field Day because people get out and do stuff that they normally don't do. Mm-hmm. And I love doing POTA, and I love getting out of the house and doing all that stuff. But people forget the point of ham radio is in case of emergency, we got this. I'm part of the Supplemental Communications Department in Flagler County, so we have a 7300. We just got an amp for it. So we should have no problem getting to Tallahassee anymore.
Okay.
It's a little tough from Flagler County to get to Tallahassee sometimes, because I think we just got an 80-meter off-center fed is what we're using for that.
Oh, okay.
But now we got an amp, so I don't know if they hooked it up yet, but I'm going to talk to my buddy.
Okay.
But I volunteer down there with them, and that's a lot of fun. And so you get to deploy this now. What radios? I noticed you got the 7300 on the desk.
Oh yeah, we have
Right
two.
above that is what?
We have several operating positions here. This is position number 1 here. We have the HF 7300 for position 1 and position 2. So there's two 7300s here. We have DMR capabilities, analog UHF, VHF, and we also have UHF, VHF with the fusion capabilities. And we have D-Star capabilities as well. I believe I'm not sure. I don't think this radio does D-Star. I think that's the only digital mode that we do not have is D-Star.
Is that the ICOM 2730?
This is the. I'm not too familiar with these mobiles. I think it's the 2730.
Yeah, they're coming out with a new one with a black background and white lettering, which is pretty cool.
I saw it. Pretty good.
Yeah, Ray,
Cool.
And that's an FTM 300 to the
This is a
left of that.
300.
Yeah, so you got wires X you could do too.
Yes, sir. And we have a fusion, actually a repeater here, which you could fill in a DR2X, UHF, VHF, and analog and fusion repeater as well in the trailer here.
Right.
We also
I like you got those little signs saying there's no antenna connected to it.
Oh yeah,
That comes in handy.
you never know. Somebody might sit down, turn on the radio, and try to transmit. We don't want our radios to get damaged, so when it's not being used, we put the sign here. Make sure that the radio's not.
And how big
we
is
have
this
internet.
trailer?
It's about to stop it.
15, 20 feet?
Yeah, about 20 foot. No, yeah, about 20 foot trailer, 15-foot trailer, I believe it is.
All right.
I can never remember the numbers offhand.
So you guys been using this for a few years for Field Day, I'm sure.
Yes. We were fortunate enough to have the money granted from ARRL. We filled out, we applied for it.
Nice.
And after several tries, we were able to get a nice sized grant that paid for the trailer itself. Did not come as you see it now.
I would imagine.
It was just a bare bones blank trailer. Nothing at all.
And you guys built this.
We took
nice
the money
setup.
from ARRL and built from the ground up ourselves by hand and did everything in here, including all the electrical.
And you've actually had practical use of it already.
Yes, sir.
You've needed it in areas that had damage from hurricanes
Yes,
and
sir.
stuff like that.
We also support, the Gate River Run that's held here in Jacksonville every year. We also support MS 150 bike ride, which runs from, I believe it's Ponte Vedra Beach all the way down to Daytona. We support that as well. And we
Nice.
bring the trailer out there. And
So I noticed you got a bunch of inverters in here, and you got solar panels on the roof of this.
Yeah,
how many,
solar
How many
panels
watts?
off the hand, I couldn't tell you offhand.
All right, but you got.
I have
nice
it. It's in my book.
MPPT.
I just can't remember exactly. But
Yeah.
I believe it's 1,000 watts, if I'm not mistaken, altogether.
And the batteries.
We have two 200 amp hour Renogy batteries. We run Victron Victron smart chargers and charge controllers, and for everything. I can actually see from my app, you know, how the battery and how much solar is being distributed or added back to the batteries. As you see, where it's very self-contained, we do have a generator, and our generator is mainly for the air conditioning unit that we need down here in Florida.
Right.
It's propane, it's dual fuel, so we can run both propane or gas. We mainly use propane because we have tanks in our tank lid up front here to support that.
That's
and that
nice.
usually gives us about, tested it out, anywhere from 7 to 8 hours of
This
continuous
winter, have
use.
you needed the heat?
Oh no, but
Does it
I
make
do
heat?
have heat though. It does make heat, yes.
They do have heaters in here. That's good. I'll get a picture of that later. But how often you get this trailer out and stretch its legs? You get to work with
Every
it
field day, and for, like I said, for the races, the bike races, and the marathon, the Gate River Run.
Right.
We bring it out for that. And sometimes we do POTA with it.
No, you don't. You take this. Now that's a POTA.
Yeah, this is just to get it to stretch his feet, because a lot
Right.
of times it's sitting around, you know, waiting to be used. So,
Right.
you know, if you keep the tires rolling, it won't dry rot.
Right.
You know,
So you gotta get it out
So
every
we
now
get
and
it
then.
out every now and then. We'll take it and we'll drive to Amelia Island or Big Talbot Island in the parking lot. Just sit out there for about an hour or two and
Nice.
we'll do some POTA. And we just have some fun with it.
Well, that's good. So we'll get a look around and we'll check out all the radios and the switches and the batteries, and good luck with it. It's a really nice way to spend Winter Field Day in a nice, comfortable. People up north are cursing us right now. You know that, right?
They curse us in the winter and the summer. Well, us per se, because we have the air conditioning. And,
Yeah, all I hear from my friends up north is, "Oh, Florida, it's too hot." I'm like, only in July and August.
that's it.
Come down here in January through April, and you'll love it.
Oh yeah.
It's beautiful.
Well, I appreciate you, Mike, coming on up here and spend the time with us. And,
Well, hey, it's ham fun. We're having fun with ham
Yes,
radio,
sir.
and it's practical too. So thanks a lot for talking to me, Mike.
Hey, thanks a lot for having me
I'll
here.
meet you on the satellites.
See you there.
All right.